Are going to be doing a DoorDash order for the first time ever on FSD, and we are doing it here in a rural town, small town of Castroville. Let's see how this does. I'm now officially recording my screen. Since it's a busy time, I'm going to select Dash, as you can tell, and it says until 7:30, or at least my heart desires. And it says about an estimated time. Hot spot will refresh in 9 minutes. I am obviously not going to. Okay, so we'll go ahead and accept this order, and this order is taking us to McDonald's. Let's see here. And again, I have never done this, so this is going to be interesting to do. Again, first time for everything, right? So let us go.
In 500 feet, turn right onto US Highway 90 West.
And again, 100% FSD. That's the attempt that I will be making. And it says at least guaranteed $8. I mean, $8 is $8. I have no point of reference as to how much good order is, right? But again, we will do our darndest to try this out. And this is exhilarating yet scary at the same time. And I have no idea where I'm going to be taking this order from McDonald's. Maybe I should look at that too, right? Dear God. There's a new order, a new message. Please make sure I get ketchup. Will do. I find that kind of foreign that folks interact with their dashers. I have never interacted with my dasher. I don't think I've ever, had an instance of doing just that. And I had to take it off of FSD because I had selected the wrong location. So that is 100% on me.
Now turn left onto Paris Street.
So there goes the 100% FSD. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. It says arriving soon, but I have arrived. Arrived at store. Take a screenshot of that. It says start pickup. Okay, gotcha. All right, I'll be right back. Longer than I thought, but nonetheless, now I'm going to go ahead and put in the directions here, and the directions indicate for. Let's go ahead and there we go.
Now
Alrighty.
turn left onto
So
Paris
we are
Street.
on our way there, and this again is instantly exhilarating and scary. The individual indicated that they wanted extra ketchup. So who the heck am I to
In
not
500
give
feet,
them
turn right onto
extra
US Highway
ketchup?
90 West.
It says 24 minutes over here, and it says 26 minutes over here. Again, I'm trying to take the shortest path possible to this
Now turn
individual.
right onto US Highway 90 West.
Right now, I'm on 140 miles. Well, actually, 45% state of charge, right? And it said a guaranteed tip of $8. That is quite interesting. For somebody who would pick up McDonald's, I wouldn't think that there would be too much of a tip, but you never know. Alrighty, we were gonna take off, but then Model Y decided to stop. FSD just said, nope, not gonna go there. I guess there was somebody approaching, something approaching. It didn't seem like it whatsoever, but it is what it is. We are on our way to Devine, Texas. Quite the interesting pickup here in the country area. I'm going to put a bet. I either get no tip whatsoever or I get a $2 tip. I don't feel like it'll be all that much more money for this pickup, but it's not about the money, to be honest with you. It's about the exhilarating experience here that we are having. So save that profile. And if I'm not mistaken, as far as the navigation goes, I don't have anything pre-populated, pre-selected. Right now, it's pretty standard. I want to be able to select my
In
intended
1,000
route
feet,
and
turn
not
right.
have the Model Y or FSD change it based on a shorter path. I want to go down the path that I want to go down. It says here we're going to be there in about 21 minutes.
Now turn left onto Farm to Market 1343.
I wonder if the DoorDash app, right now the DoorDash app wants me to go ahead and turn around. But I am not going to turn around. It says 28 minutes if I were to turn around. I'm not going to turn around. I'm going to go the location, the direction that it's actually indicating here, and try to get there sooner rather than later. I mean, time is money, right? I just selected the first option that I had available. I didn't even bother to look at other options around me, but nonetheless, 45% state of charge. We are currently in hurry mode, and we are about 14 miles away from this location where we're going to be dropping off McDonald's. Now I see why folks have their like bags, like insulator bags, right? It's just courteous. It's just a nice thing to do to make sure that these folks get the warmest food possible. Now it says that I'm about 27 miles away over here, and it's still wanting me to route a certain way. But again, I am going the route over here that FSD is indicating, and that should save me some time. 19 minutes until we get there. I should have gone through Lacoste, but anywho, I feel this is a better path. That was kind of fun. I went into the store. There was a sign in there. I went into McDonald's, and there was a sign that indicated DoorDash folks check in over here. So that again, that was I felt pretty cool. And I was about to get my bag, and they're like, "Oh, it's also another bag that you'll be getting as well." I'm like, "Okay." And to make sure, again, get plenty of ketchup. So there is ketchup in the bag. Whomever is getting this order, I completely forgot the name of the individual who's going to get this order. You're welcome. Checking my rig over here to see whether or not it's still holding strong, and it does appear to be holding strong. So fantastic. So this is fun. This is absolutely fun. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm pretty giddy right now to be making this video. I could see that the path to $108 is most certainly gonna be a long path, and I don't feel that I will be anywhere close to getting near that number today. I think I'll probably do another order. Just to be honest with you, I'll probably do one more and then head on home. Got some teas to deliver to the most important customer out there, and that's my wife. We're about 17 miles out. I'll go ahead and fast forward through some of these parts here. We're behind a Mitsubishi, whatever the heck it is. Maybe it's an Outlander, I have no idea, but it's going a little bit slow. Quite naturally, because it intended to make a turn right here at the cattleman's neighborhood. So now let's see if we will be picking up speed. It is 55 miles an hour, going 46. Nobody around us. There's no flow of traffic to follow. And I'm not going to go ahead and put my foot down on the accelerator. So far I've had one disengagement, and the only reason why I had the disengagement is because I feel that the process on the phone, on the DoorDash app, was interrupted. And I say interrupted in a sense because the individual sent me a message. So she sent me a message, and I went back to the maps, and the maps just paused, I suppose. Again, I don't know how to use this. I think there was a resume option, but by the time I selected resume, I was already at the store. So, and one thing that I'm going to try to keep straight is there's directions here on the app itself on the phone, but then also making sure that I add the directions to my Model Y, getting those things straight, making sure that I'm going to the right point of interest. That's kind of something that I'm going to get adjusted to. But we're about 16 minutes out, and it's kind of interesting that it says 26 minutes over here, yet says 16 minutes over here. So we shall see. Hopefully at some point these two directions intersect for 17 Frost Creek Road, I believe. Wonder if there's a way to actually get like detailed directions.
Okay, let's go.
It's just odd all together. The most odd first DoorDash of all
Now
time.
make a U-turn to stay on County Road 570.
Need to park here. Okay, exit. Mark as delivered. Confirm. Alrighty. Continue dashing. Okay, so now it's gonna tell me to do a U-turn. These dogs just don't care about getting out of the way. There's three dogs here. Wow, this is the strangest.
In 1,000 feet, make a U-turn to stay on Forest Creek Road.
I think I got a 10-cent tip, to be honest with you. I have no clue, but we'll find out at some point, I suppose. Wow, I don't know what the hell that was, but that was very interesting. Oh, I think the dogs are following me. That's insane. That is so cool. Let's see if it catches it on camera. I think they already stopped. My wife thinks that the dogs are actually chasing me, or that they snuck up on me, something to that effect. Anywho, alrighty, so I am proceeding. I will probably pick up one more order. Let's see what happens here, but I will not. I will be very, very careful in coming back or selecting something so far out, and especially not a trailer park. Dear Lord, safety. But the guy seemed pretty genuinely impressed at the rig and the Model Y delivering it. It was nice that he met me at the car, and I didn't have to get off. So hey, first DoorDash, didn't even have to get out of the car for the delivery itself. This is the most inefficient DoorDash shift known to mankind that anybody has ever experienced.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Farm to Market 463.
I think I put that my shift was going to be from 6:30 to 7:30. It's already 7:24. One dash down.
Onto County Road 4713.
Fantastic. For the most part, it ended up missing that huge puddle of water. It says here that make this delivery count. This customer tends to leave higher tips and ratings for great service. Take a moment to check the order. Alrighty. See where it's gonna park. Okay. So this is our second pickup. It says leave at the door. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let me go ahead and enter that. We are going to resume here. It just says leave at the door. I don't think it should have exited here, but anywho, this is FSD 14.2.2.5. Hopefully nobody wants to come to the yard at this very moment. And we are off. Yeah, most certainly going home after this. This is about 6 minutes till we get to the next spot. Fun times. Again, the anticipation of the home that I will be arriving at here in the country, city of Castroville, before it was divine. As country as it's gonna get here. At least our first stop was as country as we can get. So anywho, but it was fun. It was fun, and the first customer was genuinely enthralled by the fact that I was delivering his order via Model Y, and that I had a 360 camera mounted on my roof. So he got his kicks, he got his order. All is well in the world. Three minutes out, 1.4 miles. I got to bring my wife out. It'll be an interesting trip. Be nice to have her along for the ride. And I mean, if we have her along for the ride, I almost got to believe that our son would have to be along for the ride, and most certainly he would hate being along for the ride. Here is 209. Kind of feels a bit odd. Hey, how's it going? There you go. Thank you. You have a good one.
You too.
We sure do like people sure do like getting their order handed to them. Set leave at the door. Let me, before I proceed. Continue. Got it. Directional. Exit. Continue. Need help. Drop off location. Continue. Confirm. Take a photo of the drop off location. Done. Okay. Home. Start. Oh, that guy left me a. Yes. Guy left me a good tip.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto County Road 571.
$17. Per kilowatt hour. So not too
Your
shabby.
destination is on the left.
Let's see where it's going to park. I don't even think that's a parking spot, to be honest with you. And we're going to have a heck of a time getting out of this parking lot. Oh my. God, Lena D. Dear God, just got 4. Alrighty. So we are on our way to our final DoorDash of the night. And hopefully I don't spill
Now
these
turn right onto
drinks.
US Highway 90 West.
Says we'll be there in 12 minutes. That should be fun. Our fun last dash of the day. This is how we spend the day before Easter. This is our idea of fun. We just passed by a police officer. We were speed limit 40 miles an hour. We were proceeding at 46 miles an hour. At this point, the police officer has not come after me, and that is a-okay. That is fantastic, because if he were to have come after me, that would have been pretty bad. I would have ended up paying more money or spending more money on this DoorDash venture than I would have made on this DoorDash venture. So all's well that hopefully will end well after this. So again, it says that we'll be arriving there at 8:21, and yeah, we'll be done. We'll be done for the night, for the day. Maybe I'll do this tomorrow morning. Who knows? Pay attention. I will. I shall pay attention. I'll tell you what, we ended up picking up an order from Dairy Queen, and that bag is translucent with grease, with oil from the order, from the food itself. It's got to be those fries. Got to be those fries. I think there were a couple of belly busters in there. I don't know if they're called belly or burger busters, but I mean, belly just seems like an appropriate term. Belly busters. Not judging. Trust me, folks. I am absolutely not judging. I have no right to judge that at all. But nonetheless, I just think the name is pretty hilarious for the burger. Belly buster it is. Is that something from The Simpsons? I don't know. And we are in standard. We're going to go ahead and kick it up to hurry. 60 miles an hour is the speed limit. Can't tell whether or not our rig is holding firm. We'll assume that it is. I gotta get better at the actual delivery part of it, because whenever I've gotten to the past two locations, like, it gives me errors, and it's gotta be because I'm at the location that I'm at. I don't foresee that it's any other reason. Country, middle of nowhere, signal's pretty weak. Not recognizing that I am in fact at the intended site, the intended drop-off point. But again, we are headed to this location here. I'll blur out the address when I do my editing. And we're about 6 minutes out. We will be arriving there at 33%. I have also here directions to home after that, and it appears that I will be getting home with at least 29% state of charge. So that's pretty good.
Now your destination is on the right.
There it is. So exit, continue. Confirm.
200 feet, turn right onto Triton Flats.
And
Turn
that
left
is
after this
the
one.
end of our DoorDash experience. First time, maybe not the last time. Maybe we'll do this again. But it appears that I finished the day with $34. I think that's what it said. But anywho, it was fun.
Now turn right
It
onto
was
Triton
interesting.
Flats.
Again, maybe I'll do this again, or maybe I'll see how long it'll actually take me to get to the $108. And that was, I think, 2 hours. Pretty much 2 hours for $34.
In 500
So
feet,
what's
turn
that
left onto
in
Whisper
math?
Way.
I'm not good at math. Maybe like $17 an hour, right? 15 is 30. Yeah, $17 an hour.
Now
So
turn
not too
left
bad.
onto Whisper.
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up right there. This was such an interesting FSD DoorDash experience, my first, and it's not going to be the last time that I go ahead and do this. I'm going to try to get a little bit better. Definitely lost in a lot of aspects here, but I do thank you for watching. If you stayed this far in the video, which I doubt a lot of folks did, please comment, like, subscribe, share any and all tips that you have. Appreciate you and your viewership. Go ahead and use my Tesla referral code right in the description link, and we'll see you on the next one.